11 tiny off-roaders that seem impossible. Intro. What if I told you Porsche once built a vehicle that could drive straight into a river and float away? Or that there are tiny 4x4 machines so small they make a golf cart look oversized? Yet they're capable of conquering mountains, swamps, snowfields, and terrain that would stop full-size trucks in their tracks. These aren't toys, they're real vehicles, built with incredible engineering and designed to go where few machines can. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of tiny, off-roaders machines that prove toughness has absolutely nothing to do with size. From miniature Jeeps and amphibious explorers to mountain legends and tank-like utility vehicles, these are some of the smallest and most unbelievable off-road machines ever created. And trust me, you won't believe what we've saved for the end. Let's get started. Number 11. Ranger. Our journey begins in Italy, with one of the rarest and most unusual micro off-roaders ever built. Meet the Fervs Ranger. At first glance, it looks like a beach buggy designed by a luxury fashion house, but beneath its quirky appearance lies a surprisingly capable little machine. Built in 1966, only around 600 examples were ever produced. The Ranger combined parts from the Fiat 500 and Fiat 600, creating a compact utility vehicle that was both practical and incredibly lightweight. But the real gem was the optional four-wheel drive version, with independent suspension, a low-range gearbox, and impressive ground clearance. This tiny machine could scramble over rough terrain with ease. Its 18-horsepower engine may sound laughable today, but thanks to its featherweight construction, the Ranger could tackle obstacles that challenged much larger vehicles. Today, it's one of the most sought-after micro-utility vehicles ever made. Number 1. Mini Jeep 4x4. Imagine shrinking a classic Willys Jeep down to half its size. Now imagine it still works. That's exactly what the Mini Jeep 4x4 delivers. While many people mistake them for oversized toys, these miniature Jeeps are often powered by 125cc to 150cc four-stroke engines and feature genuine four-wheel drive systems. Many include locking differentials, low-range gearing, reverse gears, and aggressive off-road tires. They're frequently used on farms, ranches, racetracks, and private properties where their compact size becomes a huge advantage. They're proof that true off-road capability isn't measured in horsepower, it's measured in design. Number 9. Porsche Type 597 Jag. You hear the name Porsche, you probably picture a sleek sports car. An amphibious military vehicle is likely the last thing that comes to mind. But in the early 1950s, Porsche built exactly that, introducing the Type 597 Jagdwagon. Designed for a German military contract, the Jagdwagon featured a sealed steel body that allowed it to float without modification. You could literally drive it into a river and continue your journey. Power came from a rear-mounted engine derived from the Porsche 356. While a sophisticated four-wheel drive system provided remarkable off-road capability, only 71 examples were ever built. Although it lost the military contract, the Jagdwagon remains one of the strangest and most impressive vehicles Porsche has ever created. Number 8. The Changli Off-Road. The Changli is one of the world's cheapest electric vehicles. Unofficially, it's become one of the internet's favorite platforms for crazy off-road builds. In stock form, it's a tiny neighborhood EV designed for short-distance travel, but enthusiasts saw potential. Builders around the world began lifting suspensions, installing ATV axles, fitting oversized mud tires, and converting these tiny electric cars into miniature trail rigs. The results are hilarious and surprisingly capable. The Changli isn't born an off-roader. It's transformed into one through creativity, determination, and a healthy dose of madness. Number 7. Honda T360. Before Honda built legendary sports cars and motorcycles, it built this, the Honda T360. Released in 1963, it wasn't just Honda's first production automobile. It helped create an entire vehicle category. The T360 was one of the earliest Kai trucks, designed specifically for Japan's narrow roads and small businesses. What made it special was its engine. Instead of using a basic utility motor, Honda installed a high-revving DOHC four-cylinder engine that could spin to astonishing RPM levels. Later, four-wheel drive versions became incredibly popular among farmers and rural workers, offering exceptional capability in a tiny package. The T360 proved that utility vehicles didn't have to be boring. Number 6. Crawler Mini Dumpers. This next machine isn't glamorous. But when it comes to pure capability, it's a monster. Crawler mini dumpers are essentially motorized wheelbarrows, equipped with tank tracks designed for construction, landscaping, and heavy-duty work. These compact machines can carry massive loads across terrain that would trap conventional vehicles. Mud, snow, sand, steep hillsides. They simply keep moving. Some can haul over 1,000 pounds while remaining narrow enough to fit through a backyard gate. They're not designed for adventure. They're designed to work. And that's exactly why they're so impressive. Number 5. Suzuki Carry 4x4. If there's a king of tiny utility vehicles, it's probably the Suzuki Carry. For decades, these compact trucks have served farmers, trades, and adventurers around the world, but the four-wheel drive versions are where things get interesting. Despite their tiny dimensions, many Carry models feature selectable four-wheel drive, low-range gearing, and locking differentials. Combined with their lightweight construction, these features allow them to tackle trails and terrain that larger trucks often struggle to navigate. Owners frequently modify them with lift kits and oversized tires, creating miniature monster trucks that are as capable as they are adorable. Number 4. Stairputch Haflingerreef Mountain Goats Built Vehicles. They would probably look like this. The Austrian-built Haflinger is one of the most capable off-road machines ever created, and it's barely larger than a golf cart. Built for military and agricultural use, the Haflinger weighs only around 600 kilograms, yet it features portal axles, independent suspension, and locking differentials at both ends. Portal axles provide enormous ground clearance, allowing the Haflinger to crawl over obstacles that would stop many modern off-road vehicles. Its tiny engine may not impress anyone on paper, but once the terrain gets rough, few machines can keep up. This vehicle has earned legendary status among off-road enthusiasts for good reason. Number 3. Lazareth Amphibie. What happens when you combine a beach buggy with a boat? You get the Lazareth Amphibie, created by French designer Ludovic Lazareth. This unique machine is a modern amphibious vehicle inspired by the classic Mini Moke. On land, it behaves like a compact all-terrain buggy, but once it reaches the shoreline, a propeller deploys from the rear, allowing it to transition directly into the water. No trailer. No launch ramp. No stopping. Just drive straight in and keep going. It's one of the coolest amphibious vehicles ever conceived. Number 2. Arctic Cat Quad Track. Take a capable side-by-side, remove the wheels, replace them with tank tracks. The result is the Arctic Cat Quad Track. This conversion transforms an already capable utility vehicle into a machine that can float across deep snow, swampy terrain, and loose sand with remarkable ease. Each track operates independently, maintaining traction over terrain where conventional tires would fail completely. It's essentially a miniature tank built for exploration, and few vehicles can match its all-terrain versatility. Number 1. Terajet. Finally, we arrive at one of the strangest vehicles ever built, the Terajet. At first glance, it looks like something from a science fiction movie. Its giant balloon tires serve as both flotation devices and suspension components. Steers like a tank using skid steering and can rotate almost within its own footprint. It's amphibious. It's incredibly rugged, and it can climb slopes approaching 45 degrees. Designed for swamps, wetlands, surge, hand rescue missions, and remote exploration, the Terajet is a vehicle built specifically for places where roads simply don't exist. It's bizarre. It's brilliant, and it's the perfect example of why tiny off deserve far more attention. OUTRO. From floating Porsches and mountain climbing legends to amphibious explorers and miniature tanks, these incredible machines prove one thing: size means absolutely nothing when it comes to capability. Which of these tiny off-roaders surprised you the most? Would you choose the amphibious Terajet, the unstoppable Haflinger, or the track-equipped Arctic Cat? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible vehicles, hidden engineering marvels, and automotive stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.